Hey guys, I don't know. I don't really have like a vision for my life, um, except that I want to be someone that wears cool hats. Does anyone know that I'm alive? And then I was like, you know how I could check is if I post this on the internet. So this hat, um, it's a hat that I made, trying to weave it into a tapestry. But then it looked ugly in the tapestry, and so I was like, "What do I do?" Because this is such a beautiful fabric, even though it's actually not. It's actually like really cheap, but to me, it's beautiful. To me, it's beautiful. And then I conceived of it, and then I created it all in a flurry. Um, I was just like, had the idea, got to work. Then I looked at myself in it and I was like, why is this the most like stunning I've ever looked? And something about it feels like vintage, dare I say? I think it's the fabric. Um like satiny. It feels like a bonnet kind of. It also feels a little bit like chain link armor, like royal, but also like porous to the poor. Like I made this out of my bed sheets. Um it's just giving a lot of things that I don't see in a lot of hats. Um, I don't I don't think I've seen someone wear a hat like this. I don't know why they would. And it's really something that I've found incredibly hard to style well because for me, I'm like, this piece, she's saying so much. And I don't really exactly know what she's saying. And I don't know if I have any other pieces of clothing that are saying even remotely similar things. Um, and I don't think it goes with really my general vibe. But I'm thinking it's not this. But also, like, is it this? Is this who I am? Because why does it feel like it is who I am? Next hat. So, also, if that hat is who I am, then why is this hat also exactly who I am? I think there's like a lot of levels of irony in wearing this hat. I guess I know when wearing something like this that it could be taken earnestly. Like, someone could see this hat and be like, oh, I remember that phrase. And that's so true. And that's such a good reminder. And like, I need to check my priorities. Like, I know that like the reactions that this hat's gonna get, what this phrase means to people. Like, I know there's a lot of different people that are gonna be like, oh, that's like stupid. Like, the way that it circulated around the culture in a time when I was younger. And I feel like in a time where like I honestly did receive it kind of earnestly. So I think that's where like the earnestness kind of comes from for me. Is that like um when I learned about YOLO, it was like, yeah, like that's true. I didn't even think about that. This hat I got at Pride 2023. I got it because I didn't have any gay merch. And I've been gay for too long to not have merch. Isn't all my stuff is kind of gay merch. Like all the hats I have are gay, you know, um, but nothing that says it quite like this. I've worn it once. It's not a common one I pull out. I will say partly because I am afraid of homophobia. Yeah, so really it's a lie. I'm not brave. I'm a coward. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I made this one a few months ago, a couple months ago, I think. And I had been wanting something like this for a while. And it's the same. I put this on my head, and I was like, why do I feel the most like myself I've ever felt? Um, like I just feel more like myself in this hat than I do without it. And I don't know what that says. I don't know if I'm a furry. I don't even know. I'm 23, like my whole life is ahead of me. might include furry shit. And if you're a hater, you're on the wrong side of history. I don't feel that you needed to know this information. I just wanted to talk about it. I love hats. That's the biggest update. If you haven't heard from me all year, the biggest update is that I really love hats now. Um, I also graduated college.